Good afternoon, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to show you the method that I use to take down my Christmas decorations the fastest and easiest way possible. So the first thing I did was come up with a game plan. It's not like I made a big deal about it and like color-coded a binder and wrote a bunch of stuff down. I just thought about what was weighing on my mind the most. And I thought about what would take up the most space in storage. So depending on your situation, your game plan could look different. If you have a bigger house and you've lived there for a while and you put your decorations up the same way every single time, you can organize by room. Or if you live in a small house like me or a small apartment and everything can fit in one space, then you can go that route. I will say that if you're gonna stuff everything in one bin, the things that I would invest in are like packaging stuff from Amazon, like the papers and the foam separators. What I decided to do was organize by item. I normally keep my Christmas trees up and just put them in my basement so I don't have to refluff them as much. But since we're moving, I did order 2 things to store my Christmas trees in. And then I was gonna put my trinkets in just a bin, and then my garland, I bought something from Amazon to store my garland. My garland was weighing on my mind the most this time. It was just because it takes up so much space in the bin and I was afraid I was gonna have to buy another bin. The organizer that I got from Amazon works perfect because it just zips up and you can put the wreaths in there too. Takes up a lot less space. The next part of the game plan is to decide what you're going to be giving away next year. What I do is I have a giveaway in September box, and that's where I put all my fall stuff that I want to give away, any Halloween costumes I want to give away, and any Christmas decorations I want to give away. And this September box is good because if you aren't sure if you want to get rid of something or not, you can always revisit it in September, and half the time you're just too overwhelmed to even look at what's in the bin and you forget what's in there anyways. Okay, so the next step is to take everything down and put everything in a space that's easy to clean up. So everything that was in my living room, I rushed into my dining room so that I wouldn't make that big of a mess in my living room. Everything down first was definitely the right move for me. It took me like 5 minutes to get all of my decorations down and into my dining room. Next step is to separate everything into piles. So again, this is going to look different for everybody, but if you're going to have several different organizers, bunch everything that goes into each organizer together. So I had a really hard time getting my tree into this bag. It's kind of comical actually, because this was actually the bag that I ordered for my smaller tree. And I didn't realize it until I put my smaller tree into the other bag, and it was huge. But I still got it in here after I wrestled with it a little bit. I don't know how well it's going to hold up until next year because the zipper on this thing is definitely chintzy. But I do think it's easier than stuffing this into a bin, and it definitely takes up a lot less space than a bin. Dude, I'm like dying watching myself put this thing in this bag. This is so embarrassing. So when I was recording this video, I hadn't gotten my garland organizer in the mail yet, so I'm just stacking up everything on top of each other right now. So now I'm just putting all of my knickknacks into this big bin that I have, and I'm trying to just surround all the breakable stuff with softer things so they don't break. I'll be living in a different house next year unless something drastic happens, so I have no idea how these things are gonna go up next year. No, you know my number, waiting for your call. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, I'll be waiting for your call. I'll be waiting for your call. I'm just gonna say right now, don't expect a Valentine's decorating video from me this year because I'm in the midst of moving, so I'm not gonna go out and buy Valentine's Day decorations. I have actually never decorated for Valentine's Day. I've always wanted to, but now since my kids are older and really enjoying decorations, I decided this year I wanted to. But that was before we actually decided to move, so we're gonna wait till next year and keep things simple this year. However, I did buy Valentine's balloons for actual Valentine's Day for when the kids wake up, so they're gonna love that. Okay, so once you have everything into their organizers and bins, it's time to put them into storage. Ever since the summer, waiting for your call. And the last step is to deep clean the areas that got messy from the Christmas decorations, any glitter or snow that's fallen. I have to deep clean an area. I always bring all of my cleaning supplies into that room first, and then I move furniture next, and it just makes it a lot easier to get everything done as fast as possible. On this day, I didn't move my furniture all at once like I normally do, just because I didn't have a whole lot of space. My kids were in the toy room playing, and I usually put like all of my furniture in the toy room when I'm deep cleaning my living room. When I buy furniture, this is the second couch my husband and I have purchased, and every time that we buy any furniture for the living room especially, I always try to make sure that it's really light so it's really easy for me to clean. And I also put pads underneath the legs so that it doesn't scratch up the floor. The house was built in 1930, so there's still scratches on the floor. Now, I feel like this is obvious, but I always dust first because the dust just gets everywhere, so you need to vacuum it up off the floor. And I take these couch cushions off my couch almost every day, I swear, just because so many toys and stuff get in here. This shark vacuum is not my favorite. I had another shark that I got from Costco, and that thing was amazing, but it totally died on me for some reason. And this was all that they had at Walmart. And if you want it to do anything special, you have to use an attachment, and I'm just way too lazy with attachments. So this is not getting in the nooks and crannies as well as I would like it to. But if you are in the market for a cordless vacuum, I would say skip all the shark and all that stuff and get a wireless shock vac, like the Milwaukee brand. That's what I used to use, and I cleaned it one day and it's never worked since, so whoops. The little potion that I'm using here to clean up the stains off my furniture is water, sparkling water, and Clorox stain remover that has no bleach. It's for colors. It's in the laundry section at the store. This chair right here drives me insane. If any speck of anything gets on this, it immediately stains. And with me breastfeeding, like any breast milk that comes out and drips on the couch, it immediately stains. It's so annoying. I have to scrub this chair like at least once a week. Now the question that my husband asks me almost every day is this chair wet before he sits in it? And now I'm switching out my Ruggable. I swear I have to switch out my Ruggable like every other day just because my toddlers end up getting kinetic sand or the dog gets muddy paw prints on it or something. But it's really easy for me to manage. I don't think I have the biggest size, but it's the step below the biggest size. It's a pretty big Ruggable, and it fits in my washer machine. It gets extremely clean every single time, and I'm a huge fan. And I am giving you permission right now to buy 2 rugs to go with every pad, because if you just leave the rug off of it, a bunch of dust is going to get stuck to the Velcro and you're going to have to lint roll that off. Do yourself a favor and pick out 2 cute patterns and you'll always have that Velcro covered. And this vacuum totally died on me in the middle of this. In case anybody's wondering why my voice is so low whenever I do voiceovers, it's because I don't edit my videos until my kids are asleep and I don't want to wake anybody up.
Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I look into a crowd and love whoever's looking back. Always got my heart on sale, my body's like an outlet, never mind my words. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I fall just like that. I'm too good for my own good. Yeah, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Even though it took an hour for you to even answer. I'm losing all my power, but who's keeping score?
And there we go, the living room is totally deep cleaned. So after I cleaned my living room, I actually had to speed clean my living room. It took me about 20 minutes to do that because we were going to my mom's house for dinner. But once we got home, I got my kids to bed and I had a mountain of laundry to put away. So if you want to watch me put away some laundry, you can stick around for the rest of the video. Well, this is actually like the tiniest bedroom in the world connected to my master bedroom. And back when I just had 1 and 2 kids, this was the nursery, but now that we have 3, there's just no space. So I put all of our dressers in here and it's been working out really well.
But none of them